Homer accidentally found a secret box. Inside were the ballots from the student council election 22 years ago. After they got home, Lisa recounted all the ballots. To her surprise, Homer had actually received the most votes. Homer was completely stunned. He hadn't become student council president back then. Otherwise, he'd be living in a mansion and driving a luxury car by now. Homer immediately drove to see Principal Skinner. Skinner wasn't surprised to see him at all. He just didn't want to discuss the matter in front of Bart. The principal then explained what had happened back then. To the other students, Homer was nothing more than a joke. They had planned to vote for him as president, just so they could laugh at him during every meeting. But Skinner overheard them talking about it. To spare Homer's feelings, Skinner had deliberately tampered with the ballots.
Denied me my dream, so I'm angry. But you did it out of kindness, so I'm grateful.
Homer had mixed feelings about Skinner. Even though the truth had finally come out, Homer still felt disappointed. He thought his life would have turned out much better if he'd become president. Just then, a restaurant owner overheard Homer complaining. He told Homer that the kitchen had a magical sauce. Anyone who stared into it could see whatever they wanted to see. So Homer immediately went into the kitchen. He stared into the sauce, and sure enough, he saw something. Principal Skinner announcing that Homer had become student council president. Everyone was laughing at him. Only Lenny and Carl were cheering him on. After becoming president, Homer worked hard to solve problems for his fellow students. Lots of girls wanted to go to the dance with him, but Homer had already chosen cheerleader Debbie as his date.
Forget it, Marge. A girl like you could never land a Homer Simpson.
However, during the dance, Homer suddenly fell in love with Maggie at first sight, so he found a way to distract Debbie, then went over and asked Maggie to dance. Debbie soon caught them together, but Homer had already decided to leave her. Afterward, Homer walked Maggie home, and the two officially started dating. On the way home, Homer ran into Mr. Burns. Burns immediately recognized Homer's potential, so he offered Homer a job at the nuclear power plant after graduation. Many years later, Homer was driving a luxury car. He had given his old house to his father, while his own mansion stood right next door. Back in the present, Homer became depressed and spent his days sitting in the pool. To cheer him up, Marge took him to Springfield's Wall of Fame. To their surprise, Homer actually had a place on the wall, but it seemed there had been another plaque hanging there before.
Let's go.